Well, I started Experience in 1996, which is right after the internet first became commercial. And what really brought me to start the company, I'd been a psychology major at Dartmouth College, very liberal arts. I went to work for Bain and Company Consulting in Boston, which was just a terrific business education, and was thinking about going to business school, thinking about my path after I'd been there for a couple of years, about 2 years. And my little sister called up. She was graduating from college that year. And she called up in a panic about what is she going to do next? What is she going to do with her whole life? And she wanted to talk to me about everything that I had done, internships, so forth. She wanted to talk to all of my friends. She wanted to talk to everybody I've ever met about what the possibilities were and so forth. And when the internet was first coming around and my sister's phone call came in, that's when the idea started around how might there be a way to help people who are at the beginning of their careers thinking about what to do with their lives, what paths to go down and so forth, and really tap into that excitement, that energy, that curiosity that young people who are coming out of school have. They want to go out there and make a difference and contribute, and they don't know how. They really just don't know how. And typically people take a job and then, okay, so they're deciding the industry, the job, the company, the location, where to live, all these decisions all in one. And if they're not quite sure what's there, then it's, what do they change? Okay, maybe they stay the same industry and try a different company or shift jobs or whatnot, and it's trial and error. On average, people change jobs every 18 months for the 10 years after college, so it's a constant trial and error. So really what struck me was, is there a way to help young people get the experience they need to make informed decisions? And ultimately that really helps the employers because they're getting a more educated, prepared workforce. And we do it in partnership with universities, which has been really exciting because there are about 3,800 universities that are in the Experience Network, and we really work with them to educate the workforce and to help employers really go after that specific talent that they're looking to recruit. So for me, it really all started from being a big sister and really helping her. It's an online service, accessible on experience.com, and there are 3 views into the Experience community. One is from schools. We work with the career centers, alumni offices, other groups on campus to deliver career services. So that's collecting resumes, making employers and jobs available, scheduling campus interviews, that sort of thing. The second of the 3 views is for the students and recent grads themselves, so they're able to go in and see under their school brand the opportunities that are relevant for them, what's going on their campus, what career fairs or interviews they can sign up for, that sort of thing, and of course find jobs and employers through that view. And then the third view is from employers, and again, going through experience.com, employers can log on right from their desktop and connect into this world of universities, students, and graduates. And nuts and bolts, what we do is manage all of that and bring them all together in hopes of making the best match between the students and graduates and the opportunities that employers are looking to recruit for. Wow. Well, there are lots of pieces of advice. I think the best one that, or the most important one that I think most employers slip up on is the language and how they communicate to this next generation. Most job descriptions, as an example, all sound the same. You know, it's here's what we want you to do, here's what you have to bring to the table, here's, you know, what you'll be doing when you get here. This generation has been completely brought up in this world is all about you, you know, and your opportunities and where you're going to go next and how you're going to build your experience. Very protected, very loved. They've never ridden a bike without a helmet, you know, that sort of thing. And so my number one piece of advice, if I had to pick just one, is for employers to really look at how they're communicating their brands and their opportunities and speak the language of the millennials, which is, here's what you're going to get out of this job. Here's how I'm going to contribute to your work experience. Here's how this opportunity is going to lead you on a path to future success, or to open up more doors, that sort of thing, because that's what this generation listens for. And has really been trained to listen for, and that's how they will consider your opportunity. I'd say go for it, girl. I mean, there are more opportunities now than there have ever been in the past, and hopefully that will continue. for young women and young men alike. But I think as a generation of up-and-coming young businesswomen, let's say, there really are more opportunities. They're more educated. Their employers are demanding them at a different level than ever before. And I would say that there is nothing stopping you. There's absolutely nothing stopping you. So if, for whatever reason, these young women have a perspective that there are things they can't do or aren't supposed to do because they're women, I would say that is, a bunch of bull, so to speak. So my advice would probably be the same to them as it would be to young men, which is follow your passion. Find something that you really believe in, because there are really so many opportunities out there. The way that you're going to find success, in my opinion, having in my personal path, but also in following the paths of millions of people for 11 years now in this role, running experience, is that success comes from following your passion. It's not that you identify something that looks like you could be good at it, or something that looks like you should do, or something that is leading other people to success now, making money or prestige or whatever. Success really comes from finding what you are uniquely, gifted at and passionate about, and taking it from there. And it leads to financial success. It leads to happiness. That's the recipe. I think you found the same thing. I think you might perhaps say something similar.
Maybe I'll comment on that.
I think a lot of entrepreneurs are people that feel like they have found their calling, are the ones that if you look to those people and see what really led them to either be successful in their own minds or in the minds of others, financially or in societal impact, or however you want to measure success. I think the thing they all have in common is that they really are passionate at their core about what they're doing, how they're aiming their time on this earth. So that's what I would say.
Awesome.
Here's another one. If
This should do it. Okay, so look at me like we're talking.
Okay.
What's up, dude?
This could kind of be like a cool.
And typically, yeah, I'll do some Saving Private Ryan beach scene.
That's right.
So.